Hi everybody, this is Jamie from the Red Bank Public Library. How you doing today? You're doing well. Hi, how you doing? This is Jamie from the Red Public Library. How are you doing today? Doing good. Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make collages. So this is one that my sister made for me for my birthday a couple of years ago, actually 2015. And you see that it's all sparkly and stuff, like kind of shiny, because she actually used packaging tape to sort of laminate it, and it kept it really nice. So that's one thing. And for the summer reading last year, we actually did do a project with the adults where it was a little, sort of like a little library, sort of like things that you know about, things that you enjoy and like, and creating your own little library. Oh, hi, how you doing? And then this one was one that I made just sort of like words that I felt like had something to do with me or something I liked. I also took a lot of greeting cards because I had like a whole bunch of greeting cards and they were just really piling up. And then I made like a nice little collection here. Like it's all here, like my favorites. And, little things like a cozy tea party, mystery, I love mystery, sketch, memory magic, and I went to Arcadia University in my undergrad. It's really amazing, like how much you could just put into this, and it's one of those projects like you can look at it, you know, a bunch of times, and you still see something new. Yeah, my mom actually told me how to make collages when I was younger. She came into my classroom and she showed me and my classmates how to make really these really nice collages. And we were young then, so we did simple things like what's your favorite color, and then we would cut out, and mine was green, and I would cut out, oh, everything that's green that from the magazines, and then I would place them on. It was a nice little activity, and it's something that pretty much anybody at any age can do. Now, a good tip about this is that my mom told me is to always start with the big images, because if you just start with the little ones and then start to work your way up, you won't have room for the big images. And so that's usually a good thing. First, start big, and then work your way to smaller, because you can always fit the smaller stuff in. Okay, so I got my handy dandy glue stick, scissors, and right here I am using cardboard for this project, but you can also use like cardstock. And let's just say you can use regular paper too, but it probably you want to use something thicker if possible. Even like using like the cover from a magazine might be a good thing to use, just because it is really nice material. Okay, so let's start here. A nice spot over here, because I definitely want to put one of these on because I have two of these dogs, and they're a big part of my life, those dogs. So let's see. Yeah, I wanted to prop it up like this so you guys can actually see what I was doing instead of being all down there. Oh, and here's a good one. Our Yeah, like my friends Corinne and I, this is like our favorite tea. It's Starry Night. Yeah, and it's like sort of like a toffee, the hazelnut, and chocolate mix. It's really good and not sold in many supermarkets. You have to actually order it special online. Okay. This one might be a little harder to put on because of the materials, but as I put on more things, it'll help secure it. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else big images I have here I could use. Let's see. Well, I have penguins. Let's try this. And it's okay if you haven't been like collected things all week. You can start cutting from the magazines right now. You know what? I will put this over here. There we are. Yeah, it's good to kind of rub it a little bit, and because it kind of makes the sort of like the fibers of the paper stick with the glue a bit better. This one might be a little harder because it does have like a little backing on it that's different from paper. So maybe I'll do tape with that one. Do I have that? Okay, I'll put it on later. Oh yeah, smiley faces, definitely. And I really like this one because it's like a collage within a collage. Yeah, I really hope everybody got a chance to go outside today. It's gorgeous. Actually, yesterday, my sister and we sat outside, and we were just reading and just having a good time, just relaxing in front of the house with our dogs. And definitely my dog really enjoyed that because she loves to just lounge around. All right, so a little beach here. Let's see if I can lift this just a little. There we are. Yeah, sorry, it's a little hard to do it kind of vertically, so I'm gonna have to take it down every now and then and press the images. Yeah, so definitely after you finish yours, please put it online and put hashtag powerplay because I really want to see what everybody comes up with. And also, if you could comment like what type of things you're putting on your project, I would really love to know. Oh yeah, cookies, because cookies and tea. If anybody knows me well, they know that I cannot say no to either of those. So. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Somebody wants to choose. Yeah, sorry, somebody wants to join. I'm trying to make sure they can get there. Is there a way to invite people while I'm on the stream? Maybe I could just send a link. Oh, hi Terry, how you doing? Okay, got everybody on. All right. I have another smiley face, but I feel like it might be a little crowded if I do more of that. So let's see. Oh, we definitely have to put stuffed animals because like that was something that was really big when I was younger. You know, some people like to play with dolls, so others like to play with little action figures. I was a stuffed animal girl. Like, as you could say. Oh, it's okay, Terry. I'm glad you could join us. Yeah, but as I was telling everybody else, it's always good to start with the larger images first, and then slowly go smaller, just so you're able to fit a lot more, and you could get sort of like a really nice like looking thing like this. Though you don't have to do it like that. Like, I mean, there are this whole project you can do like all kinds of different things and different styles and stuff, and it's really nice to get your style. But usually my sisters and I like to follow my mom's little ingredients, which is go big and then go smaller, and then you could fit a lot more like this. I was trying to find my mom's for collage for this to show you guys, but I couldn't find it. I hid it so good to try to protect it that now I can't find it. And it was a really cute thing because it was something from the 80s, and my mom was able to just sit down with us and tell us everything that was on there and what it meant. And it was a really nice look into like a part of her life that we weren't in yet. So actually that might be a bit big. Trimming time. I mean, this one is peanuts, characters, and chocolate bars. So that's just two things I like right there. Oh, turtles. Yeah, finally found them. Okay, let's see. Now, you see, like, I'm getting to sort of a little part here where, gonna have to do a little trimming. That's a nice spot right there. Sorry, I need to. You can also use like the liquid glue too, that also really does a good job. Though it might, like with certain papers, it might like make it crunch a little bit. But usually when it dries out, it kind of like, it will fix itself and become straight again. But right now I don't really have liquid glue that works, so. And also it'd be hard like to put it up here like this, it would drip. Let's see what images I have. Oh yeah, Sailor Moon, definitely. It's like one of my favorite superheroes here. Alright, I'm wondering where that T label went. I wanted to try and see if I could stick it on again. Yeah, that's the thing about collage, and like you can have like one thing over, you know where it is, and then all of a sudden it just disappears into the void. But it makes it a little adventure. Okay. Yeah, and I just wanted to show you something, like if you're cutting, like out from a magazine, let's just say you want something like this, and you know, it's kind of a little harder because it has that like corner there. Like, cut like this, across, and then just rip across. Yeah, it usually does it really nice from there. Because I ever used to have trouble with that when I first started this. We actually have this book at the library about escape rooms. That was something we actually want to try doing at the library. So if you guys are really interested in that, let us know. And we'll have to set one of those up. Or like a murder mystery dinner or something like that. Oh, I found the label. Yeah, look her in. Okay. Actually, this sticks better to this than the cardboard, so this was actually a nice experiment. Okay, I could probably start doing images that are slightly smaller now. Fill in those spaces. Milano cookies. Eric and I's favorite, cookies. Eric is my boyfriend. And every time I go up and visit him, he always has a package of these for us to snack on. Get yourself a boyfriend that gives you cookies. Okay. Yeah, actually, that's good. Oh yeah, little sea otter. Actually, as soon as I saw this little image, I thought about a time when I was in Girl Scouts, and we were trying to sell like the Girl Scout cookies, and one of the prizes was like a little sea otter. And I remember like that was like the only prize I was really looking for. I tried so hard just to get this little otter. I think I did eventually get it. Yeah, yeah. At this point, you could start layering on top of different photos and cameras. Definitely something that's a part of my life. I remember my grandfather was the first one to let me hold a camera, and since then I was hooked like on taking pictures. And it always meant so much to me that even though like you know, I was a small kid, that he actually gave me like his professional camera. Like he made sure that it was around my neck. But like just the fact that he trusted me that much, that trusted me not to drop it and stuff, that always meant a lot to me. Yeah, and you might find as you're going through, some memories are starting to pop up. It's a really nice experience. You get to choose all these really nice moments to highlight, nice memories. Well, we need another sea turtle. Because, yeah, I am kind of obsessed with them, if you could look at my phone. And actually, um, my friend Jay and I, we actually have the same little iPhone pop now. I really love that. He came to one power play and he had it. I was like, oh my gosh. It's so funny. He just like instinctively got that one, and it turned out to be the same one as mine. Yeah, and I think I'll start adding some words too. I think it's always good to like at least add some words, or unless you want to go the route of having it all words or just having all pictures. But this one, I'm doing Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat because that was a play I was in seventh grade. And I actually joined that play just because I learned that my mom was in that play when she was younger. And I kind of, in a sense, wanted to feel more connected with her. Like, so I took the leap and I went for it. And I really enjoyed it. It was a very good experience. Growing with the church. Yeah, definitely. This means a lot to me because I do I do vacation Bible school in the summers, and I started out actually in seventh grade. That was a big year for me. It's trying out things. Just so I went and volunteered, and first I was an aide, and then soon I became brave enough to start acting, like in the Bible skits, and then I became crafts coordinator, and then eventually now I am like one of the main coordinators along with my friend Lisa. Like like that was something like how I just slowly like grew within the church. Like it wasn't something I was expected to do, but it kind of happened and it was something really nice. Okay, gotta have some manga. I love read manga. Oh, spaghetti, yes. Yeah, actually, I have something here that says comfort pasta, and that it actually just came in the mail. Like it was like a actually it was one of those inserts from the grocery store, um, and you know, it was like advertising all this food stuff, and then said comfort pasta. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's me. And then I found a picture of Westy in the same thing, and I was like, okay, for some reason this particular thing is speaking to me. So I took it upstairs and I started cutting out more stuff from it. Okay, peanuts. I did just drop some things here. Oh, yeah, I can't forget that. Yeah, everything's starting to kind of fly around a little bit. That's okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I should put the pasta over here. Yeah, and if anybody has any idea for crafts that they would like to do, yeah, just write it in the comments, and you know, we could see if we can make it happen. I think I'm gonna glue that smiley face down a bit. I think that's all I'm gonna do for stuff behind it. It's being a little stubborn. There we are. Yeah, and also I have some stickers here. Those are really good to fill up small spaces. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Hashtag love. Oh. And another thing, sometimes like things start sticking to your fingers a little bit, but you could have like a paper towel of water, like just to kind of dip your fingers in, rub your fingers in quick, and then usually good to go. All right, books. Oh, that's a good spot. Yeah, let me just. Yeah, and just so you know, you could also do what Terry's doing and like print stuff out from the computer. Or if there's something that you're just not seeing on the computer, if you're not seeing in magazines, or you just don't have a printer or something, you could also always draw it, and then you could just add it to your collage. So that's like a little bit of a way to get around that. Mm-hmm. Okay, gotta have a little Mr. Rogers. Yeah, I actually have one of those little books that has like all his quotes in it, and you probably have seen some of his quotes flying around, especially now. Actually, one of my favorite quotes, and it's really important for right now, is to, when there's scary things happening, to always look for the rescuers and the helpers. There, you can always find them somewhere in the background, like in shots and stuff on the news. You can always see like, oh, that's the person that's helping. That's a person that's helping, and usually on news and stuff, they usually show like all the scary stuff sometimes, but like they kind of forget to report on all the people that are doing all these good things too. But it's always important to look for that because they're there. Right, got a little switch there. Actually, I want to trim that a bit because I didn't want a white border. Oh, Red Bank Public Library. That's an important one to have. Let's see. Oh, yeah. This one uh, from my D&D campaign. Um, there was like this one part where my friends and I had to pretend to we had to be in little dinosaur costumes to try to get past somebody, like, and that this was just like sort of the little disguise that we had, the disguise that really wasn't subtle at all, but it was hilarious. Okay, let's see where to put this guy. How about here, right by the pasta? Let's see. Trying to make sure I include all the important stuff. Oh, Harry Potter, definitely. Oh, a helper. Let's see. Our thing is T. Oops. Oh, quirky. This was something that my my art teacher was trying to explain to me what type of art that I did, like what kind of style I had, and this was the word that he used, and it kind of fits. I'm kind of very quirky, and that was my scientific illustration teacher. Like he said, like even though I didn't exactly draw everything quite exact, I was just very good at storytelling, and I really appreciate that honest critique because it kind of like helped to me define myself. It made me realize like I didn't just want to do, the fine arts. What I really wanted to do was like almost like, I guess in a sense, community art. Ooh, Wizarding World. Man, there's so much I can use. Read. Oh, Big Bird, definitely. Yeah, I actually did the guy who played Big Bird, he actually did come out with a book a couple of years ago, a little memoir, and it was really fascinating to see like how he figured out how that he wanted to do children's television and how he wanted to do puppetry. Like his family was like really poor, but like his mother made like a stage for him, made the puppets. Oh, quirky abstractism. That's a good one. Yeah, that is my art. Quirky abstract. Okay, let's see. Yeah, actually the book I'm talking about, it's right on the shelf right here. Yeah, and he's actually did Oscar the Grouch as well. And what's really funny in this book, there's all these illustrations. He did these illustrations himself. Okay. Okay, got put a stuffed animal penguin because that's one of my favorite toys from childhood. I found this penguin while I was at the Rainforest Cafe. I don't know if you know that cafe where it's like there's all these jungle noises and while you're trying to eat, of course, like all these jungle noises and you feel like you're in the rainforest, rain, thunder. It was very noisy. People would definitely get headaches there. But when I went to the gift shop, I saw all these rainforest animals. Then just this one penguin right on top, like just sitting on top of this pile of stuffed animals, and I knew that was a special penguin because it came from the rainforest. So. Okay. Alright, gotta include my hometown. Where to put it? Quirky millstone. Oh, Disney. Definitely gotta put Disney in. I think a lot of people would put Disney in theirs. Oh yeah, he is definitely a special penguin. Features. Let's see. Creole. Wow, I'm getting pretty full here. But we could always fit more. Well, especially at this part, it's like the really small images and like words that this is where those come into play. The little coconut, um, stuffed animal from American Girl. Oops. Things are starting to stick my fingers again. Ooh, stronger together. Yes. Go. Stronger together. Yeah, there's actually a couple of spots at the bottom I need to get. Let's see. Should I do discover? Or school libraries? Yeah, let's do school libraries. Yeah, at first I only wanted to work at school libraries, but I'm really loving the public library. Because in a way, I'm still getting to sort of teach in a way, like I'm doing right now, so. And it's very exciting, and you get to meet all different kinds of people all the time. Art. It almost looks like I'm almost making a little border down here. I didn't mean to, but looks like it'll work. Yeah, it's hard trying to fit some things in spots sometimes. Like, this could do. All right, I'm gonna just take a quick break to. In the other power plays with the kids, I'll always read like a children's book or something. I thought for the adults, it might be nice to read just a little passage from a book. Probably a lot of you know this. It's The Last Lecture by Randy Pausch. And this is his sort of like his memoir. Like he was dying, you know, he had terminal cancer. He found out that he only had he had short time to live, and he decided to do this last lecture because he was a professor. And it was kind of for him to get sort of like closure, but also something for his kids since his kids were so young. So it's something that they can have. They can always have a little piece of their father. And there's this one memory in there, before he even had kids or anything, that I always think about. And it's called Pouring Soda in the Back Seat, chapter 15. For a long time, a big part of my identity was bachelor uncle. In my 20s and 30s, I had no kids, and my sister's two children, Chris and Laura, became the objects of my affection. I reveled in being Uncle Randy, the guy who showed up in their lives every month or so to help them look at the world from strange new angles. It wasn't that I spoiled them. I just tried to impart my perspective of life. Sometimes that drove my sister crazy. Once, about a dozen years ago, when Chris was 7 years old and Laura was 9, I picked them up in my brand new Volkswagen Cabrio convertible. Be careful in Uncle Randy's new car, my sister told them. Wipe your feet before you get in. Don't mess anything up. Don't get it dirty. I listened to her and thought, as only a bachelor uncle can. That's just the sort of admonition. Sorry, I'm having a hard time pronouncing stuff. Admonition that sets kids up for failure. Of course they eventually get my car dirty. Kids can't help it. So I made things easy. While my sister was outlining the rules, I slowly and deliberately opened a can of soda, turned it over, and poured it on the cloth seats in the back of my convertible. My message: people were more important than things. A car, even a pristine gem like my new convertible, was just a thing. As I poured out that Coke, I watched Kristen and Laura's mouths open, eyes widening. Here was crazy Uncle Randy completely rejecting adult rules. I ended up being so glad I spilled that soda, because later in that weekend, little Chris got the flu and threw up all over the back seat. He didn't feel guilty. He was relieved. He had already watched me christen the car. He knew it would be okay. Yeah, so that's something that always stuck with me, like that little memory. Because like I think it stuck with me like when I read that part was because um it's not something like um my like people would usually do, would go like to make go that out of the way to make a point, to go to destroy something to just make a point like that. And that meant a lot to me. Well, especially when it's kids. Yeah, it's a really great lesson. Okay, Winnie the Pooh, definitely have to have that. That was a big part of my childhood. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting close to done. That smiley face still isn't sticking. Probably when I'm gonna laminate this with the clear tape, the packaging tape, so that'll actually get everything down really nice. Yeah. It's what my sister does with hers, and it does last a really long time. My mom didn't do that with hers, but it did last. But we did, once we did find it, we did put like a nice layer on it, so that of the tape on it, so it would last even longer. Because some of the little images did start to yellow a bit as time goes on, but it was still like in fantastic condition though. It was like in the attic, and it was still okay. Oh, some stuff hiding under here. Sharpies. Oops. Let's see. Escape room. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna put the escape rooms on. I never actually did an escape room before, but I did do murder mysteries. Actually, that was my 16th birthday party. I decided to do. That's why I decided to do was like a sort of like a mystery party. I don't want to cover up that otter though, so I'm just gonna trim it on the edges. I mean, your images could like kind of go off the edge a little bit if you want, but I just like to have like that neat border. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let me see. There's actually a couple of things I wanted to look in a magazine, like especially like the library magazine. Like you get this from the American Library Association if you join, and oh my gosh, it's good stuff. Oh, cupcake. Would I be able to fit that in? Well, I don't want to cover that up. Oh, maybe over there. And I have like these little stickers. I'll put my name somewhere in there. Hope I have enough letters. Is there any other eyes? I just didn't want to do two pink at the same time, but it looks like I have to. Oh, the globe. Yes. This was actually the mascot for my elementary school when I was younger. Like, before I moved to Millstone. There was like the globe, and then they had like little kids around it. To me, that's still like the best mascot. But then they recently changed it to a lion. I can't believe they did that. They had a good thing going. Like, it was just very different. Though maybe they were worried about sports, like how they would exactly like have that like the world is after you, you know, like usually it's like animals or something. Yeah, that might be a little scary having in sports. But I really liked the mascot though, because I felt like it kind of like showed that our school really took the diversity seriously, took um you know, like different cultures and stuff, like, and trying to mingle everybody together. That was, yeah. Oh yeah, thank you. All right, so I think I'm about good here. Here we are, got our own collages. Well, thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you soon, okay? Oh, thank you. Can't wait to see yours. And remember, just like if you want to put online, like do put hashtag powerplay underneath, and then I'll be able to see it. Okay, see you soon. Bye, everybody.